Director of the National Federation of Independent Business. Here in Pennsylvania, NFIB represents 15,000 small and independent business owners in every sector of Pennsylvania's economy. And we're delighted to stand with a number of distinguished legislative leaders and rank and file members in support of open workforce legislation here in Pennsylvania. With Michigan becoming the 24th state in the country to adopt open workforce laws, the competition for manufacturing and heavy industry, it just got serious. Pennsylvania relies heavily on manufacturing and industrial companies. Many of those are small and they're our members. And we can't let other states get too far out in front of us. And we can't let politics hold us back. I've been in this town over 20 years now, and everybody is talking about what the incredible lift it would be to actually enact open workforce laws here in Pennsylvania. And I think to myself, I wonder what those legislators, the men and women in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Indiana also thought when they began this task as well. And they didn't let the politics, they didn't let the animosity, the acrimony, the union hostility hold them back. They worked at freeing their workers and giving them the right to choose whether or not to join a union, whether or not to pay those union dues. Pennsylvania must take seriously the trend that we have seen in these other states to help make us more competitive. The unemployment rate in right-to-work states is substantially lower than the rest of the country. And if you take a look at Pennsylvania's unemployment rate, it just ticked up again. And in states that have adopted right-to-work policies, real personal income rose over 28% compared to less than 15% for those states with forced union rules, like Pennsylvania. When Indiana enacted a similar open workforce law last year, it reported an explosion in interest from companies all over the world seeking to relocate or to invest in that state. Michigan Governor Rick Snyder also pointed to Indiana's success and the now stiffer competition for jobs as Michigan's reason for signing the law there to allow workers to keep their jobs in unionized companies without having to join a labor union or pay those union dues. I can guarantee Pennsylvania companies are taking a hard look at Michigan, Indiana, and the other open workforce states. And I can guarantee that companies that we would like to attract to Pennsylvania also are considering those states more seriously. It's time Pennsylvania gets in the game. But the fundamental argument here is one about fairness and personal freedom. It's unimaginable that we actually live in an age and in a state where workers are denied their right to decide for themselves whether or not to join a union, or even to have the freedom to decide whether or not to pay union dues or fees. Forcing employees to join unions, to pay union dues, takes away their individual freedom, and it also inhibits job creation and economic growth. That's why small employers are represented here today. We value our employees. We value all Pennsylvania workers, and we believe it's time that Pennsylvania workers be given the freedom to decide for themselves whether or not to join a union. It just makes good economic sense. It makes good business sense. Thank you very much.